Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and I got a review for you today. From Source Point Press, we're going to be talking about The Curse of Cleaver County, issue number 1. It is written by Garrett Gunn, art by Kit Wallis, and colors by Kit Wallis, and then letters by Dave Lentz. And Kit Wallis also did the cover. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe on this guy's channel. It does help a lot. Lets me do on the right track. Also, the interaction. I want to hear what you think about this book, the review, all that kind of stuff. So for those of y'all that don't know, this is kind of part 2. There was a one shot that came out about a month or 2 months ago by Source Point Press, featured right here, and it was also called The Curse of Cleaver County. It was like a double shot, a book that featured 2 short stories, about urban legends within the Cleaver County kind of thing. So here we are, my dreams and prayers are answered, and we're getting more within that tale, and hopefully we get a little more, we're going to get quite a bit of different urban legends within the series. So here we go. The book starts out in 1998 at Harlow Enterprises. We find out, just like in their first issue, Harlow is kind of like the main characters. I think we met a Harlow back in the one shot. But here we are at Harlow Enterprises, and we are introduced to William Harlow the Fourth. He is working late at night, trying to finish some kind of deadline. He does get a call, which happens to be from his father, kind of bitching him out because he hasn't, he's still, he's supposed to be finished with his work. The deadline's coming, and it's still not done. After his dad basically chewing him out, he kind of throws his coffee and makes a mess. He does call on his secretary, Patricia, trying to get her to clean up the mess, and we have this little scene where we find out Patricia is highly allergic to coffee. He kind of makes the comparison, it's ironic that a secretary is allergic to coffee, but he kind of puts it away, cleans up the mess, ends up taking out the trash at the end of the night. I guess he's going to call it a night or whatever. He ends up propping the door, and as he goes out to take out the trash, he hears a noise. You can see in the panel that there's some eyes staring at him. He freaks out and starts doing what you think. Who's there? What the fuck? What you doing? He's not really in the mood for all this kind of stuff. He does this whole thing where he tries to be brave and bold, and he ends up scaring a rat. And as soon as he tries to make it back to the door, but incidentally the door slams shut right in front of him, wouldn't you know? And as he turns around after the door slamming shut, he runs into what was making the noise and staring at him, and it is it's the Curse of Cleaver County. I forget if we have a name for the creature. He's just this masked guy with a big hook. But on the next page we get to see what he does with the guy, and it's a massive double-page death spread, shown right here. It's badass. This dope art. But they do show that it is our cloaked, hooked figure, and he ends up just taking the guy, putting the hook in his, basically his throat at this point, and drags him away. The book jumps over to, I think it's Bridgewater. Let me see. Yeah, Bridgewater in Cleaver County, and we catch up with these kind of hooligan people. And they're not, anybody main characters. They're just kind of having a good time, talking about drugs. Yeah, we're getting out of Bridgewater. This girl ends up flashing a trucker. They eventually stop for gas, make it to a truck stop, and we meet the real characters that we're supposed to be following. But we run into Jenny Harlow and her boyfriend Robert. They are on the way to a family party. They just stop for gas. They kind of notice the crazy people in the car and make a comment of it. Jenny hopes that the family party is not like how they're partying kind of thing. While they're at the rest stop, they do get a call from Jenny's mom, asking where they are and how come they're not there yet, how long are they going to be there. Jenny states and reminds her that her boyfriend Robert is on the way with her, and that they'll be there soon. The book jumps over and we catch up with the Harlow estate. Jenny and Robert have made it there. We are introduced to Jenny's mom, who is Carol Harlow, and there's some family highs and hey Robert, hey Jenny, we do meet her dad, which is the dad that was on the phone with Will, the brother of Jenny right here, which we find out here. He was working late last night, and the last the dad heard of him was he was still at work. He is brought up by Jenny asking about her brother, and that's when the dad kind of explains that was the last time he had heard from him. Of course, we know what happened to poor little William. But as soon as I mention that, they get a knock at the door, and of course, it's a sheriff to talk about the insane findings they probably found of William Harlow IV. And incidentally, that's where the book leaves off. There's a little paragraph on what's coming next and some, cover previews, that kind of stuff. I can read you the little paragraph. It says, in hopes of keeping everyone safe, Jenny takes everyone to stay at Harlow Family Cabin, where they discover horrifying secrets regarding her family's cursed history. But that's all we get from this issue. Honestly, I loved it. I love that we're getting more of this book. I hope that this is like a 5-issue series, and maybe they'll do some more different urban legends that take place in Cleaver County, something like that. I think this is fantastic. The art was phenomenal. Everything about it, the letterings, it was easy to read. It was really quick, but the art was phenomenal. I can say that. But hey, that is my review. Let me know down below what you thought. If you passed this up or if you didn't know about it, please try out and go get it. It was a fantastic read, especially if you're a horror read. It is building up to a good read. The first one-shot was an excellent read. But hey, that's all I got for you. I probably will have some more reviews coming. Definitely have some more reviews coming this weekend. All weekend long, I'll be trying to knock out all the reviews I can. Be on the lookout for that. Hit the bell if you're so inclined. If you don't want to just be on the swivel looking for my videos, you can just get notified. All right, guys. I will catch you on the flip. Happy Friday. I hope y'all have a good one. Be safe. If you need anybody to talk to, reach out to this guy right here, and I will definitely talk to you. That's all I got.